Joining us now is David Steinberg. He is the CEO of Zeta Global. They have exclusive data across millions, or I think billions, of data points around the consumer. David, you're nodding at the billions. You've got all this real-time data at your fingertips. How are you seeing the American consumer right now?
Well, thank you, Brian. And I love your new newsletter, by the way. But the truth, you're welcome. The truth is gas is up 50%. I mean, it's a story is gas. And $4.50 approximately, we're starting to see the consumer meaningfully adjust spend. We had the first drop in the Zeta Economic Index month over month that I can remember in a very, very long time. And what we're starting to see is consumers are softening pretty heavily on discretionary spending and stuff like travel, entertainment, dining out, all of which require energy to get there or to travel. And we're starting to see them sort of spend a disproportionate percentage of that, what was discretionary spending, on gasoline. Now, the good news is they're not cutting yet, but they are meaningfully pivoting their spend.
Wow. First drop month over month in a long time, David? I mean, that's a pretty big headline.
Yeah, over a year. So it's now, based on the way our customers are spending, we're not seeing a slowdown. In fact, we're seeing an acceleration. So I think our hope is this is a temporary decision, Brian, by the consumer while gas prices are so high. And of course, the hope is the war will end soon and gas prices will begin to come back down. So the fact that they're not cutting is actually a good sign. At this point, they're just pivoting spend, but these are pretty big drops in travel.
And David, it's early. I don't know if when you patched in, if you heard what Rich Greenfield was saying about Disney, which is their CEO kind of hedged a little bit. They had good numbers, but they were like, well, if this goes on for a while, or if gas prices go up even higher, things are going to be different. I mean, to your point, we're early in the game here. If gas prices stay up, I think some of your data might look very different the next couple of months.
For sure. I would tell you, Brian, that it is super interesting that credit applications were down 18% month over month. That is a metric we're going to have to keep our eyes on as it relates to the consumer, because to me, that shows that the consumers are getting a little more cautious. And that could be the beginning. If we don't get this settled and get gas prices down, it could be the beginning of consumer spending less, not just pivoting spend. But I want to be clear, we are not seeing that yet.
Not yet. And here's the weird thing about gas prices. Higher gas prices actually can raise retail spending data, not because it's a good thing, but because instead of spending $60 to fill up your tank, you're spending $80, so the retail sales number goes up. But that's actually a net decline from other things. So when you look at your data, David, what are some other trends, maybe not you're seeing, but you're starting to keep your eye on?
Well, we're starting to see a little bit of concern among the consumer because of the war and as we talked about, gas prices. So credit applications are down almost 18%. Travel, entertainment, and dining are down meaningfully. So, if gas prices were to go up meaningfully, I think we would start to see consumers spend not just more in some places, but overall less, which would hurt discretionary even further, right? Because as you said, a disproportionate percentage of what would be their income would be going to gas because they've still got to get to work. They've still got to go get groceries. They've still got to take their kids to school. And that's not going to change. The one thing that I thought was really interesting that sort of was not overt in the numbers was we saw a drop in grocery purchases, which to me was really sort of unusual because we don't usually think of that as discretionary.
What do you make of it then?
I think consumers are concerned, and by the way, they could be buying the same things, but they're probably buying store brands, right? Versus, the more expensive products. But I'll go back to it. We're not seeing a drop in spending from our enterprise clients, which, quite frankly, is sort of an offset to that. So I think enterprises today are really focused on the fact that this is a temporary situation. If it becomes not temporary, to your point, meaning if gas prices were to go to 8 or 9, I think
Yeah.
that could be problematic for the economy.